Real Madrid winger Vinicius Jr was subject to racial abuse during his side's 1-0 defeat to Valencia at the weekend, prompting the club to report the abuse to the Spanish prosecutor's office as a hate crime. La Liga TV presenter Phil Kitt joined Jim White and Simon Jordan this morning and said it's absolutely insane that the media in Spain believe Vinicius brings the abuse upon himself.
There needs to be a societal change as to how people understand and be made aware of what is acceptable and what isn't acceptable. I'm looking through the papers today here in Spain, and a lot of people blame Vinicius. They think that he brings it on himself because of his antics, because he's abrasive, because he maybe winds up the players or the opponents or the crowds. There is a mindset that it's, if not okay, but it's understandable that he's racially abused because he winds people up. That needs to change.
I want to get your view on it. I'm going to talk about it in a minute. There's a few other clips I want to play, so let's play them out and then we'll speak about it, Benty. The societal issue in Spain is a serious problem. This was demonstrated earlier this season. This is nuts. When Vinicius Jr.'s Real Madrid travelled to England to face Liverpool in the Champions League at Anfield, before the match, during Jurgen Klopp's press conference, a Spanish journalist astonishingly asked the Liverpool manager if he thought the racism against Vinicius Jr. was deserved.
You have faced Vinicius in Real Madrid 3 times. I wonder if you have ever noticed any provocative behaviour from him?
Vinicius? I know, I understood the question. That he's doing something on the pitch which could cause, what kind of things happen to him?
So people are, most of the time,
There's
yes.
nothing in the world who could justify that.
Exactly.
Whatever he's doing on the pitch, I don't know, but it would be nothing, so I don't think... Imagine I would say, yes, this part of his game could cause it. That's completely insane. No, nothing.
That's just nuts, that question. Finally, have a listen to this. Real Madrid boss Carlo Ancelotti also hit out with the Spanish journalist yesterday, who was also suggesting Vinicius Jr. deserved the abuse. La Liga president Javier Tebas also responded to what happened at Valencia and once again blamed the 22-year-old for provoking the fans. Kick It Out's Troy Townsend told talkSPORT today that he thinks it's scary that a 22-year-old kid doesn't want to be on the pitch due to the disgusting racist abuse he's been receiving.
Something Ancelotti said yesterday was that he asked to come off the field of play. And for me, if you get to a stage where a player doesn't want to be on the green grass anymore, that has to be worrying. So I'm concerned about, the impact of this abuse now and his well-being as well. Players are not just going to point people out in stadiums because they think they heard something. They're going to point them out because they know what they heard.
Disgusting.
It is disgusting. Do you want to have a rant first?
First and foremost, we have to be careful in this country how hard we condemn, obviously, what's going on over there. Because listen, we've got to sort our own problems out first here. Do you know what I mean? Because racism in this country has been rife for a long time anyway. So before we obviously start going, it's disgusting what's going on over there. We need to sort out what's going on back here first. But when you look at what's going on over there with Vinicius Jr, it's absolutely disgusting. And them condemning it and saying that maybe his celebrations are the reason as to why he gets racially abused. I mean, it's so poor. And unfortunately, the governing bodies, and that's in world football, I don't believe take racism seriously enough at all, because until you start hitting their pockets, then they're not really going to do anything about it. And that's what it comes down to. You saw with the Super League, the moment it looked like it was going up against the people that didn't like it, it was going to be affecting their money. The fans tore it down, they got rid of it. So it's disgusting. And what's going on over there, I think players nowadays, certainly of that level, don't understand the power that they have. Now, I think until there's a real stand from the players, and I know it takes the first one to be strong. If all of a sudden, I don't know, Vinicius, Camavinga, Tchouaméni, these guys, Mbappe, the world superstars go, you know what? Until this problem's sorted out, I ain't playing anymore. And it starts hitting their pockets when the players ain't turning up. They're not going to no longer play until it's sorted out. I bet they do something about it then, because they have to.
I agree with what you're saying with regards to we need to sort it out here. I don't see it as a footballing problem. I see it as a society problem.
100%.
And over in Spain, listen, it's not the first time it's happened over there. I mean, all of it sickens me. But what I'm stunned about is that the Valencia team don't walk off.
No.
And they say, you know what, we're so embarrassed that these arrogant and ignorant fans of ours are being racist towards another player that's visiting us. that we're going to walk off and we're going to hand you the victory. This will never happen, right, by the way. This will never, but it should happen. And Valencia should say, we're going to walk off and we're going to concede this game. And the reason we're not going to take 3 points is because you, the football fans, the Queensland supporters, have done that. And every time it happens, we will keep conceding, and the team will go further. I know this will never happen, but it annoyed me. It annoyed me that no one else stuck up for him. And you mentioned some other players in world football. I would have expected his teammates to say, well, I don't want to be part of this.
But you know,
I would have expected Valencia to walk off the pitch, the managers to get involved. But it's like, it's Vinicius Jr., who obviously, his head was all over the place. He ends up getting sent off. I mean, it's the behaviour is absolutely
Do you know what?
disgusting.
If you combine all these top quality players, the black players, and they all come together, but I don't think that's still enough, because even though Vinicius has got his own platform and he's a powerful figure in world football because he's a superstar, it's still not enough. It doesn't make the waves are not big enough. But just say, for instance, that happened and Real Madrid just walked off. And went, you know
Valencia.
Oh, no, Real Madrid, his teammates went, well, you know what? Until we sort this out, because Real Madrid are one of the biggest sides in world football. Yeah. Imagine they went, do you know what? We're not playing anymore.
Well, they should do that.
Ancelotti went, get off the pitch.
Yeah, but they should do that. Why would you want to play there?
Exactly.
Why would the Valencia players want to play in an environment like that?
Exactly.
Like the only way you're going to make a stand and make a point is to explode it out of all proportion.
It has to, but it has to be everyone together.
Yeah.
There's nowhere on the planet Vinicius and these random guys not even random guys, but these individual footballers, even though they've got massive followings, massive platforms, world superstars, everyone needs to come together. So if Real Madrid were to go, do you know what? We're not playing until you sort this problem out. Next weekend comes, we're not playing. And then Barcelona follow suit, and this club follow suit. All of a sudden,
throw them out of the league. No, I know that's nuts. Throw them out of the league, because the next set of idiot fans that start hurling abuse, there's going to be a support next to him going, "Oi, you carry on. We'll be chucked out as well."
Exactly. Even stadium bans where you have no fans in the ground, I don't think that's enough.
No, I agree with you.
But if Real Madrid and these players start going, you know what? Look at.
It was the whole stadium, right?
Do you remember Lukaku when he got done for it? He got sent off for celebrating. Yeah. Imagine Inter Milan as well went, do you know what? We're not playing anymore. Until you sort this racism problem out, none of us are playing. I bet you they fix it then. Yeah. Because if you've got no Inter Milan, Real Madrid say they're not fulfilling their fixture list, then what's going to happen?
Yeah, I agree. It was the whole stadium, right?
On Lukaku?
On Vinicius Jr.
Vinicius Jr, yeah. There's a video on Twitter.
And I think they found one person culpable for it.
Well, he pointed him out. He did all the work for you in one instance.
You know what? It's disgusting. It's also embarrassing that no one else will stick up for him. No. And no one else. Certainly Valencia.
Do you know what, though? Fair play to Carlo Ancelotti. Didn't want to talk about the football. Only wanted to talk about this. And more that type of situation has to be done more. It's not about the football. Yeah, we played well, but Ancelotti did not want to talk about football. All he wanted to speak about was one of his players. And that's what you call support.
But as I said, it's a problem not with football, but society. As we heard before, the Spanish journalist asking Jurgen Klopp if he thought the racism against Vinicius Jr. was deserved.
Do you know what's funny, though? He tried to do it in a roundabout way. Didn't want to come out and ask it blatantly.
He should be banned, that fella. Well, how can you ask a question? How can racism ever be deserved?
No, but obviously, clearly, in society, wherever he's from, it's acceptable.